Ladies and gentlemen, in the year 2020, we are going to witness history in the making. We are going to witness the new world's highest round ever achieved in Call of Duty Zombies and the world's first round 10,000 in Call of Duty Zombies. This is an absolutely incredible achievement for the Zombies community and the high round community at large, hitting a round no one ever thought possible. So be sure to sit back, relax, get comfy as we're going to go over Zombies history. Now, this may feel like a familiar video to you because it was only a month or so ago that the world's highest round ever achieved in Zombies was broken by Riv10 over on Twitch. And he spent 96 hours over the course of 3 weeks streaming this one single game of Zombies on Twitch and broke the world record. But in the background, another Zombies legend was grinding away on Shi No Numa. And he goes by the name of Cruppz, who essentially streams nothing else but Shi No Numa high round runs and has spent months and months of non-stop grinding on this map to achieve what we have seen today as the perfect run, which we're going to be taking a look at today. Now, before we go any further, I want you guys to go and click the link in the description to go over to his Twitch. And when you're done with this video, hit him with a follow. And if you can afford it, feel free to hit him with a subscription as well, because this man has been going for this record for the last 6 months. You're probably wondering, how is round 10,000 possible? In order to explain how such a high round is possible, we have to talk about Shi No Numa. Shi No Numa is a really interesting map because this is a map where only 24 zombies spawn per round, and that never changes no matter what round you're on. So it's fairly easy to rack up some very high rounds on Shi No Numa, and many players have achieved some incredibly high round records on this map, with the first huge Shi No Numa record being held in 2015 by Frenzy by getting to round 7,200. This record was beaten 2 years ago by a player called Instakiller who got to an incredible round 9,072. It's been pretty much impossible ever since then for that record to be broken, but 2020 changed everything. Last month, Riv10 completely smashed this world record by getting to round 9,948, which is the highest round ever in Zombies until recently. And these sorts of rounds sound impossible, but this is where it gets even more technical. And sadly, every game of Zombies cannot purely last forever. Every single map and every single Zombies game is prone to eventually having a reset bug, where there's just been so many entities on the map for such a long amount of time, the game can't handle it anymore and it hits a limit and resets the map at round 1. So achieving super high rounds on this map requires not only skill, but also being able to play against the clock, because eventually your game will reset. Now, when it comes to World at War, the most stable version for high round runs is surprisingly the Xbox 360 version, with an estimated reset glitch happening at 106 hours into a game. Crupp's game got to round 10,000 in 92 hours, so he has about 13 hours left to push past even higher than round 10,000. At the time of making this video, he is still going, and I'll update you with what round he does get to. You'd think normally playing a game on PC would allow you to get much further than you would on console, but for some reason the PC version just isn't very optimized and you'll reset in half the time. The PS3 version will also error way quicker than the Xbox 360, and when it comes to the Xbox One version of back compat on this game, it crashes after just 6 hours for some reason. So this game is played entirely on an Xbox 360, which is even more impressive. But how on earth is it possible to get to such high rounds when surely there's so many zombies that spawn? Well, in World at War Shi No Numa, you will only ever get 24 zombies that will spawn in an entire round. This was obviously a bug which got fixed in later maps, but in Shi No Numa, it's always just 24. So starting right from the beginning, Cruppz has some incredible knowledge of this map to know exactly where the zombies spawn in these windows to just maximize these first few rounds as quickly as possible with the classic Arasaka off the wall. And when it comes to weapons, you only need 2, the PPSH and the Wonderwaffle, and Cruppz manages to get the PPSH on his very first hit, which is insane. Mystery box RNG is pretty essential because you don't want the box to move too much, as you only want to open 2 of the 4 huts on the map, storage and doctor's quarters, to get Juggernog and Speed Cola. And you need to get lucky if those perk machines are even in those 2 combinations. Any combination of bad RNG from what you need from this equals an instant restart. When it comes to quick revive, it doesn't revive you in solo on World at War. You only get 1 life in this game, and double tap is not necessary either, so it opens up the other huts and it messes up the spawns. Cruppz has absolutely crushed the optimization in this run by getting to round 50 in just over 30 minutes. So once you've got everything you need, what do you do? Well, all you do is train around the front of the flogger using the Wonderwaffle and the PPSH. Now, since it's only 24 zombies around, it isn't particularly difficult. And once the rounds start getting higher and higher, you will have to use the flogger trap as well to kill the zombies. And dog rounds every 4 to 5 rounds are essential for giving you a max ammo to keep you slaying the zombies. Now when you get to these incredibly high rounds, you'll notice that some of the zombies are dying instantly with the PPSH, and once you get past round 208, you encounter a bug called insta-kill rounds. And what essentially happens is the zombie's health gets so high that it turns into a negative number, which makes the zombie's HP lower than 0, meaning they are insta-killed zombies, and that happens every other round. And that's why you see every other round he switches between using the PPSH and then using the flogger trap, and a mixture of PPSH and Wonderwell for combining that strategy with max ammos from dog rounds, and you will never run out of ammo. And that's what Cruppz has been doing for over 90 hours. This strategy was used by Riv 10 for the previous world record round, but Cruppz has managed to optimize the time to actually get through a lot more rounds a lot quicker. And the craziest thing is there are other strategies on this map that can get you to higher rounds faster than this one, and Cruppz created this strategy called the 2020 strat. This takes place in a different spot on the map, and it's on the island outside of the doctor's quarters area, and it's a very similar strat to the Wonderwaffe and PPSH strat, but it eliminates using the flogger, which could have some potential effects on the game's performance and does seem to be a lot quicker per round, as shockingly as that sounds. As with the strat by the flogger, you can see just how quick rounds burn through. But it really goes to show you that high round zombies games is really a game of skill and mastery, and especially with this one in particular. The only issue with that strat is it is a lot more difficult to keep doing long term in comparison to the world record strat. But it's incredible in 2020 that history is still being made in the zombies community, and this is an absurd record to have. 90 plus hours on one single zombie map is enough hours for anyone to go through. Now another thing to consider as well is the stability of the game itself. When you get to such a high round on a game as old as World at War, it definitely has a hit on the performance of the game, and you can definitely tell that there are some frame issues at some points where you can see the game is struggling. There's obviously ways to combat those issues so they happen less frequently or not at all, but again it all comes down to the strategy, which is why I think he went with this one over his 2020 strat. And essentially everything you're going to be doing in the game you want to do as quickly as possible to stop that reset time from happening. And for some context as well, and what other records Cruppz has managed to get in the past, he holds world records for Nakda and Toten for round 1306, PC Verrückt for round 436, and the world record round 148 on Darius on PC. Cruppz is an absolute monster when it comes to Call of Duty Zombies. The man has just gotten the world's first round 10,000. Let's take a look at his reaction to the very first round 10,000 game ever in Zombies.
So I guess I'm gonna use my lock. And there's a new yes. Oh my god, dude. 10,000. Oh my god. Let's go. Oh my god. Jomer, thanks for the 10 gifted subs, dude. Oh my god.
It's insane to think that not only did he survive 10,000 rounds, but he actually got there in the first place. With Shi No Numa and the way it works, any of us could jump into round 10,000 with a PPSH and Wonderwaffe and probably be able to go through the rounds like his, but to actually go through 90 plus hours of solid in-game time to achieve that is the most insane level of stamina, determination, and concentration that you can have with any video game. Now you may be wondering, where did Cruppz get to? Is he still going? Did his game finish? Well, whilst editing this video, unfortunately, my man got hit with the inevitable reset bug on round 10,751. So that now stands as the highest round ever achieved in Zombies and the world's first round 10,000. As you can see right here, he got onto round 10,751 and he started it out with a dog round as it normally would do. And as you can see, the game just couldn't handle it and booted him straight back to the main main menu saying that his DLC content he was playing is damaged. A very weird error because sometimes the game will just literally start back at round 1, but that kicked him right back to the main menu. But his total run time was 99 hours and 36 minutes, which is just before the 100-hour mark, which we spoke about earlier for that reset bug. And honestly, I'm pretty sure he's probably relieved that the game is finally over. But not only has he broken history with that round, but he's also the first person to ever get a reset on console. This is such an incredible accomplishment to have in the high round community, and Cruppz is just proving that even in 2020, games as old as World at War still have a thriving high round community, and it's so fascinating watching players like Cruppz, like Riv10, and all the other players over the years smashing the Shi No Numa records to see how this game can be pushed to the absolute limits. If you enjoyed this look at Zombies history, let me know in the comment section on your thoughts. Be sure to leave a like rating. More importantly, go and check out Cruppz's links down below. Hit him with a follow, hit him with a subscribe, and give him all the love in the world because he's put in over 90 hours into one game of Zombies to achieve a new world record. He deserves all the praise in the world, so I really suggest you guys go over and do that because this is just an insane feat. Big thank you also to Russian for some of the information in this video. If you want to see more world record videos, I definitely recommend checking out his channel link down below. And let me know down below in the comment section your highest round you've ever achieved inside of Zombies. And if you want to keep up to date with the latest and greatest, be sure to hit that subscribe button with the bell ticked. Thank you very much for watching.